As a solo player, I have been grinding Gray Zone Warfare, and today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to be successful, survive, and thrive as a solo player in Gray Zone Warfare. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch as well, VascoB7. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So over this video, I have a little bit of gameplay in the background, but essentially I'm giving you the best tips you need to know in order to survive and thrive in this game. Tip number one is running is your enemy. In this game, AI are on absolute insanity. They are nuts. They will literally shoot you from bushes and you won't ever see them in your life. But in this game, running is your enemy because you are extremely loud when you run. So your goal is to walk everywhere. If you didn't know, if you hold control, you actually slow walk, which I don't use much because it's super slow. But if you crouch or you slow walk, just move into areas very slowly because again, you want to be able to hear them. They should not be able to hear you first because as a solo player, we are screwed if we get like a 2 or 3 man that hears us first and then they know to stop moving and then they can rat us essentially. We want to be the rat to them because again, we're solo players. We're scavenging for everything. We're fiending. Number 2 is buying the right supplies just to be prepared for your mission. Now right here, I am in my base. I chose Crimson if you guys didn't know, but essentially there's a couple things you're going to want on every single raid no matter what you're doing. Number 1 is a suppressor. This is my M4 kit that I've been rocking, and as you see, I have a suppressor called RC1, and if you don't know how to put a suppressor on your gun, this is how. For an M4 like a 5.56 caliber, we go all the way to Gunny right here, and you have to have them level 2 sadly. So once you have them level 2, you can get a suppressor for your M4, and all you have to do is go down, find this thing called an SF3P, you buy that, and then you buy the RC1. Once you buy those, you're going to drag the RC1 onto the SF3P, and that's what's going to give you this suppressor right here, the RC1. Suppressors are absolutely crucial in this game. Also, if you want to use like an AK gun, like an AKMN, instead of going to Gunny, you need to go all the way to Artisan, and you have to go all the way down here to the PBS-01. You don't have to put anything on it, just buy the suppressor, take off the muzzle that's on your AK. Like right here, we have an AKMN, and right here we have the suppressor called the PBS-01, and essentially just put it on. You don't have to really do anything to the gun. Suppressors are absolutely crucial in solo play because you don't want to be loud. You don't want other players to hear you. You don't want AI to come to you even quicker. You want to be silent and deadly. A couple other things that you really want to have on deck as a solo player specifically is a lot of ammo. When I go in raid, I like having 4 stacks of 60 extra ammo plus 3 mags. Sometimes if I'm going to like Blue Lagoon or let's say the airfield or somewhere that I know there's going to be a lot of people like Fort Nerith, I will bring 3 mags full of ammo, 4 stacks of ammo, and then additionally I will bring like another 2 stacks. You can never have enough ammo, trust me. And you can take it off like AI. If you bring like an AK, you will have a lot more ammo on the ground because I've been seeing a lot more AKs on the ground than like M4s, so you can get all of that 7.62 ammo, I believe it's called. But again, ammo is your friend, especially with this AI that just has no idea what they're doing. Also, one thing that's going to be very good in the future once they fix it are smoke grenades, because smoke grenades right now absolutely horrific, and I'll show you exactly what I'll mean. I'll go to gunning, I'll buy a green smoke grenade real quick. We'll go on my character and we'll just throw this on. Let's put this in my bag so I don't throw it. So we have the smoke grenade out right now, and let's just throw it like right here. Ready? Let's see how this goes. Let's throw it on the ground, and it goes insanely far. And just look at the smoke grenade. Like, this is a horrible smoke grenade. Like, it gets bigger over time, but it's just terrible. It's not worth it at all. Smoke grenades will be cool someday, hopefully. Like, when you're landing into an exfil, before you land, when you're in the heli, you and your boys just spam smokes everywhere. So, hopefully, if you're getting camped, you can kind of deter that. And that's a way that they can get people to kind of deter these evac and extract campers is by smokes. So, hopefully, in the future, they fix smokes. They're a little bit better. You also should always have at least 1 grenade on you at all times, because right here I have a grenade, and I have a great example. I don't have video footage, but it's a great example. If you go all the way down here to YBL1, you go to the bunker. This is a very dangerous place, and sometimes you're stuck in a room. There's 4 AI outside your door. You just have to chuck a grenade, let it explode, injure some of those enemy combatants, and then you can work from that. So always bring a grenade. You never know when you're gonna need it. Literally never. Now, this game is new to absolutely everybody, but when you're going into a location, try to play the outskirts, because that is absolutely crucial. Count how many times I've said that word actually, because I've said it minimum 30 times already. But when you're going into a new area, it is crucial that you go from the outside in and just start understanding the area, understanding where AI spawn, understanding where the LZs are, because that will give you such a big advantage in the future. One example of this is if we're looking on the map and we go over here to Hunter's Paradise, we have an LZ, a Foxtrot 2 on the left, Foxtrot 1 on the right, and then this is Hunter's Paradise right here. If you have a quest, say a motel right here, we have to sometimes flank from the south because AI spawn in the motel, usually on the inward sides of it. So if we work away from the south, we can get cover on the back side of the building. And this is just so important, just understanding the layout of different places. And again, moving slowly, running is your enemy. So move slowly, walk carefully, one tap the enemies with your suppressed gun, because now we know how to put suppressors on guns. Understanding the layout of each and every section is going to be really, really important for mastering this game specifically. The next tip is just to load in with some buddies. On the base camp, there are a ton of people who I'm sure are going to different locations. Say we have a quest all the way over here at Banpa. We can just ask our boys, like in this heli, we see that Kano is going to India 2. He's going to India 2 landing. We already have Saft there. He's ranked 25. Get off the game, buddy. And we can just send him a message, be like, hey, what's going on there? Are there enemies there? What are you doing? Are you questing? Just talk to people in game. It's very, very important because again, we're solo players, but it doesn't mean we have to be fully solo. If we have some backup there to give us a little bit of coverage, I'll take that backup any day of the week. Now, another thing when we're preparing for raid is understanding that there's a lot of different heals in this game. I'm not going to make an absolutely insane healing guide where I tell you exactly what everything's needed. What I bring on every single raid is I bring 2 sets of bandages, so that's 8 uses, which you can all buy this everything from Lab Rat essentially, but I buy 2 sets of bandages. Like right here, I'll buy everything that I need. 2 sets of bandages. We go over here to blood. I always bring 1 S blood because you never know if you're going to have to revive somebody, if you're going to get absolutely shafted, you have no blood, you're dizzy, it's going nuts. You have to be prepared. I always bring at least probably a Melox, but sometimes a Moxie Flow. You really don't need it. It's double the price, so buy a Melox, nothing too crazy. I always bring a splint, like the good splint. Don't get the 3x3, bring the 5, so you can have 5 uses instead of 3, because that is just so important, because half the time I jump off like a 2-inch curb and break both my legs. Don't know how, it just happens, you know? And then another thing is this Ori 12 right here. This I haven't seen a lot of people use, but essentially if you get hurt, you pop it, say you break your legs, it'll start healing your bones. Like right here, regenerates up to 50% of all bones at the cost of increased intoxication and pain. Trust me, sometimes you just have to take it because shit has gone so far south that you're like, man, let's just get this over with. So again, bring an Ori with you. I'll buy one of those. And then I have serve kits, like survival kits, surgery kits that you put in your butt. I have one of those. I usually don't buy them because you get so many from quests that you literally don't need them. But if you want, you could buy this. It's a small suture kit. Buy that if you want. I always as well bring tourniquets. You get so many of these combat tourniquets from Quest. It's genuinely insane. I had to actually sell some because I literally had so many. But again, bring some tourniquets, and that's really all you need. It is a lot of things, but again, money isn't hard to come by in this game because of the quests. The quests give you so much money. All of this stuff for one raid. Let me buy one of these and buy one of these. Pretend like I'm buying that. That's $436 for heals per raid. I have $168,000. I could do 300 and 20 different raids with these heals and I'd still have money, so don't be afraid of buying these heals. You'd rather have more heals than not enough and running around moaning out in the field. Trust me. One thing that's really important in this game as well is learning how to fight the AI, because I'll put some footage of me fighting in the airfield, but essentially it is so, hopefully you see the dog in the background just having a great time, but essentially you have to play with insane amounts of cover when you're fighting AI. This is not like Tarkov. Well, it kind of is. The AI is at least, but this AI is smarter any game I've ever seen. I could be walking behind a building and they'll literally call out my position. Watch out, he's walking behind a building. He's next to the wall. He's running away. Like, they know everything. It's insane. So with this AI in this game, you want to play, again, very, very slowly. You want to have a clear shot on the head because sometimes bushes literally block all your bullets. Sometimes millimeter fence posts block all your bullets. So you want to have a clear shot to the enemy AI's head. Use your leaning around walls. Again, if you have an AI blasting shots at you and you can't really get a good shot on them, switch positions. It's not worth staying in the same position in this game because, again, these AI will just dunk and you're dead. It's just absolutely insane how broken these AI are. Again, it's fun that they're actually difficult to deal with. It's a very, very, very difficult AI in this game. But once you learn how to fight the AI in different spots, you will be more than fine. Again, I'm pretty good at this game already, and man, I still die a lot to them, let me tell you. This game also has proning, which a lot of people actually just don't know. I don't know how. I mean, it's proning. How could you not have it in the game? But if you press X, you go prone, and this is crucial if you're hiding from enemies or if you're waiting for an exfil. Just prone in a bush. It's fine to be at, okay? This is like a DayZ/Tarkov game, so it is very important to be safe because safety is the #1 priority in this game. So stay safe and prone in a bush. It's fine. Everyone does it. I do it a lot, I'll be honest, but okay. And now if you made it to the end of the video, I'm going to give you my best settings that I use because I usually run my game like right now. I'm recording and I'm getting 130 frames, 120 frames out in base. When I'm not recording, I get like probably 160, 180. But when I'm out in the field, I probably average still like 100 to 130 frames. And I'll give you all of my settings real quick, just in case you made it all the way to the end and you're curious. I usually have my master volume right here at 35, which isn't really important. This first page is whatever. If you want to pause it, you can. Now for the graphics, this is crucial. This is some of the most important stuff. You want to have full screen on this game, get the most frames possible. My vertical FOV, I have 68. I think it's fine. I could max it out more, but I don't really like how far I am from my scope. VSync I have off. Brightness I have 160. Contrast 100. Saturation 115. Gamma 105. I cap my frames at 240 because it just honestly helps boost my frames a little bit instead of uncapped. Now, if we go to quality settings, I have everything on low besides texture resolution, which I have on medium. Do I need it on medium? Probably not, but it's good to have a little bit extra texture in your life, you know? Now for post-processing and advanced, these are totally up to you and how your computer runs. Like if you have AMD, you're gonna run something different than me. Post-processing, I have on the lowest setting, which is low. Motion blur, none. Do not ever use motion blur. Sharpening is at 0. Colorblind off. For the advanced settings, I use FSR because FSR boosts my frames like 40 to 50, even 60 frames from other settings. It boosts my frames an insane amount, and I use NVIDIA Reflex, low latency on, frame generation on, and super resolution I have on balance. This is what worked for me. It might not work for you, but this is exactly what worked for me and literally gave me a boost of frames of like 50. So I 100% recommend this. But again, I have a 4090. I have an absolutely insane PC, but still, it's great settings for me. My sensitivity also is 0.75 and then 0.95 if you are curious at all. Now again, I have about 50 hours in this game, so we're still pretty new. I'll make better, more updated guides, but this is what's helped me so far as a solo player. So let me know in the comments what you think. Leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'll see you next one. Peace.